Tonight on Thursday Night Primetime, rivals collide in the desert. What a way to kick off Week 4. It's the Seahawks and Cardinals in the NFC West, and it comes your way next.
Coach Tubbins.
On the visitors' sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys hoping for a bounce-back performance after dropping their first game of the season a week ago. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready.
27 more yards than we gained, and we still won.
Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming.
Run it.
They'll try and run for it with Connor.
There we go, Connor. There we go.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the...
Boom.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. From the gun on third down, Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they work this near the 5. 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Another Cardinals first down.
They'll run here with Connor. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Second and goal from the 1. Once again, it's Connor. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Murray now to throw. There he goes, man. It's end zone touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. His first touchdown of the year.
Cardinals.
And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Like, what is that? And I barely got that off as I was getting hit. Oh, man. I had to wait so long because I didn't like what I saw develop. And I was like, but if I give X just a window, like, I got to give him a little bit more time. No one will possibly be there on the Seahawks side to intercept it.
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up.
2 and 6. Second and 6. Cover 3.
Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, third and 6.
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Did we throw a nickel blitz?
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, it's going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And this will not be enough. On third and 5, he only gets 3.
They're going for it? I cannot believe
He just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And
Yeah!
it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Here's Murray from midfield. And he's unable to haul it in. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Here's Darnold.
Oh, man,
Pass
they were
taken
like a
in by
second
his
away
tight
from the
end.
sack there, and they got the first on it.
This defense has been on their heels thus far on this drive. It's been a long one, and now they're forced to defend a 1st and goal as we get back to the action. Walker. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd and goal from the 1. Martinez will take this into the end zone.
Well, that happened.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter.
If we don't convert it, we just put Seattle in a position to take the lead.
Here's Murray.
Oh!
That is caught. He's going to pick up his 1st down and then some.
Yes,
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Oh, my God. What a play. What a play. Wow. Oh.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? On 3rd down, it's Connor. They needed 2. They could... 1, 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it with Connor. I'm not sure he got there. Well, the turnover forces this defensive unit to scramble to get back out there as now they get the unenviable task of defending a 1st and goal situation. Here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yes!
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. This is Connor. And he's got enough for the first across.
Barely, but we got it.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Huge play.
A 3rd and 3 coming up with the ball inside the red zone. The defense with their backs against the wall a little bit. Can they hold up? Murray a give. This is Connor.
Let's go!
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Connor is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good.
That's a field goal, baby. There's so much time left on this clock. My defensive coordinator's calling it crazy. He's suggesting a crazy defensive play right now. I'm actually going to go.
Now it's Darnold. He wants it all for the end zone.
Oh, thank God that didn't work for him. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. He went all the way for the end zone.
This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely.
I love it.
In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Murray going to throw. Throw left side, caught by Ryman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and goal, 6 points here. We're going a long way toward wrapping this one up.
There it is.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Sun's out, guns out.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to... 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll just take another 3 points here.
Connor up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 2nd and 9. Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They run behind center with Connor. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets appreciated from the time you're playing Little League football.
Once we have the lead, and we have gotten the lead.
And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Eventually in every game so far.
So for Arizona,
a better defense.
They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
A right edge.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. Marvin Harrison Jr. with, oh my gosh. Losing Calais Campbell for 4 to 8 weeks. That one hurts. That one hurts. Place him on IR. That's tough. That's tough. That's going to be... We're just going to have to deal with it. Next man up mentality. Man, Russo at 89 overall. He's got a high morale right now. Yeah, you just got traded to your new team, and they love you. It's going super well. It's a left edge. How do I look at stats? I'll look at our player stats right now. Kyler with not the best passer rating ever, but you know he's having a better season than in the past. Connor's having a phenomenal season. That's good. And so is Benson. Splitting time, doing great. Good for them. What about sacks? Buda Baker leading the way. Obviously, Russo right there, immediate impact, which I'd love to see. Russo got 6 sacks right now. That is leading the team, and it's not even particularly close. What a trade to go get Russo. Like, if we win the Super Bowl, I think he's going to have to be, and is going to be a big reason why. I mean, he got a bunch of solo tackles. He's got a bunch of assisted tackles. He's got a bunch of overall tackles. He's got 5 tackles for a loss, which leads the team, and he's got 6 sacks. And nobody's really close except for on the other side, Josh Sweat, who has 2.5, which is great. We do have Mikael Walker though with an interception, and Melton with an interception, so that's pretty great as well. Buda Baker with 2 forced fumbles so far this season, and a fumble recovery. That's pretty epic. Buda is our best defensive player. I mean, it's like Buda and Russo, then Sweet, I think. They're just unreal. Well, in Ralph Tubbins and Ben Johnson's first seasons, Ralph Tubbins is slightly ahead of him in legacy points through 4 games. Something like that. Marvin Harrison Jr. averaging more yards per game than Addison. Very interesting. Really, a lot of sharing the touchdown load, though, between our top 3 wide receivers and our tight end. And I really like that. I really like seeing that. I mean, having 2 wide receivers that are averaging 10 yards a catch for, like a high number of catches per game is really great. That's like, it's what you need. It's why I went out and made the trade for Jordan Addison, because I was like, Marvin Harrison Jr. is good, but he's not going to be good enough. We need 2. And I have used both of them, and we already had a 92 overall tight end. So I got a tight end to play with, McBride, who had an amazing touchdown run in that game, and I have now 2 wide receivers on both. So I got like 3 legitimately good threats. And although I have my weakest point of offense is I have like a 71 overall fullback. Like, I never use the fullback though. I've never been one to really respect the fullback position. I've always viewed it as much more of like a blocker, like an extra blocker on the O-line. And those are the kind of plays that I call. I'm a very play action heavy, slant route heavy quarterback. I like to throw into the middle of the field. I like to take risks. I'm very risky with my quarterback play. I think I'm really settling in on the defense. The way that I wanted to call the defense has been a lot of like coverages, but I wanted to also be able to blitz. And I just couldn't blitz because every time I did, we like failed. And that's because I swear I was like, no, it's because we don't have 2 good edge rushers. We gotta have 2 on both sides. If I'm gonna blitz, I need that. So that's why I went out and got Rousseau, and it's immediately paid off. First game, our defense was so much better than it had been in the first 3 games.
1 month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kyler Murray. He'll locate his Pro Bowl tight end, Trey McBride. A 34-yard touchdown pass. The Cardinals have won 3 straight since falling in the season opener. They get the victory here. Next up, we got a couple of heavyweights in the AFC. A lot of folks were looking forward to this one. Ravens, Chiefs in KC. It's the man who had over 1,900 yards last season, Derrick Henry. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Eagles. And it's the Tampa Bay defense coming up with the big play here. They forced the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Buccaneers are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
I swear, if the Saints aren't good this year, I'm just going to feel so shitty about that. Like, they need to be good. There's a trade offer for Calais Campbell, who's injured. Motherfuckers. I don't want that shit. Get out of here. That's an insulting trade offer. Views. Decline offer. That's insulting. I understand he's 39 and he's probably going to retire at the end of the season. And he got injured. But, dude, he's an 82 overall and you offered me a 75-year-old overall for him. Yeah, our backup defensive tackle is higher than him. The guy you just offered me. No. Wow, we allowed under 75 yards of rushing and got 5 sacks in that game. Hell yeah. Rousseau had so many of them. I love it. He's now showing up, too, on our top players list. We got Buda Baker with a pass deflection last week. We got Terry McBride with 11 receptions, 136 receiving yards. He played great. And then, this was for the season. Then Rousseau, 88 overall. He's showing up there. 29 tackles, 5 tackles for loss. I love it. Where do we rank? Offense per game. We are the 9th best offense per game in the league right now. We have the 3rd best rushing attack in the league right now. Our defense is not great, but to be fair, we did just make that big trade. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? We are ranked 5th in the league in allowing our opponents to only have 18 points on average so far. Our passing's really, low. It's like we don't pass as a lot, but we don't have to. We make the passes we need to make. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy playing this when I get home tomorrow. Okay, where are we? Let's regenerate our lineup. Let's see what that looks like. See, when I took over this team, we were an 82 overall, and we're now an 84 overall, and our offense is an 85, and our defense is an 83. We run this West Coast zone scheme. It's really working. Our players are developing well. I improved our O-line. I improved our wide receiver one. I got us our new budding superstar on the defensive end. Come on. I cannot believe that they offered us a 75 overall for a defensive tackle when our defensive tackle 1 backup is 79 overall. Like, that's just insulting. Like, why would you offer me that? No. We really need to do something. God, our center is just not where I want it to be. Like, a 72 overall center feels like it's just this. It stands out. Like, it's just this big gap in our defensive tackling line. That's just our defensive line. That's just bothering me. It's so far under where I want our defensive line to be. Cool. Alright. We go against the Titans in Arizona. The Titans are an 80 overall, and they're 2-2 to our 3-1 Cardinals, who are an 84 overall. Looking really good. Looking really good. What's the NFL standings looking like right now? Where are we sitting? Cardinals are now currently tied for a bunch of teams for the 3rd best team in the league. The Ravens and Buccaneers are undefeated. This next week will say a lot. This next week, the next like 2 weeks are gonna really determine like, are we for real? Are we like one of the best teams in the league this year, or is it a blip? We needed that game to be kind of like a big game for us, and it would be great if the next one is too, because our points for and our points against, our differential was like nearly 0, which I don't love because it made us look like we were frauds. But we have like nearly the same points for and points against differential as the Ravens do. And they look like they're the best team in the league. So, lot of cautious optimism, I think, in the desert right now. A lot of cautious optimism. Oh man, this is Marvin Harrison Jr.'s first season. He could end up being Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's cool. God, if I coach him well enough, I could end up being Coach of the Year. That'd be crazy. Yeah, this is Marvin Harrison's first season. That's crazy. No, he played last year. Yeah, he played last year a little bit, so he's not eligible for that. I still, like, that's just nuts that we were able to get out there and go and get who we got. Like, that just makes me really happy. Oh, Ralph. How do I get, like, a good view of Ralph? freaking Super Bowl with Ralph Tubbins.